Welcome back to another video from PremPods. Today we'll be reviewing game week 14.
Yep.
Looking back at the fixtures, running through the scores that we predicted and what actually happened on the day. So yeah, let's get straight into it, mate.
Let's go, mate.
Burnley, Sheffield United. First game. I said 2-1. You said 1-1. You thought it would be a closer game.
Got it very wrong, mate.
Yeah, I mean, even when I thought Burnley would win, and they did, but not how I expected it to go at all. 5-0, complete dismantling of Sheffield United. Obviously, the first half red card, kind of kills the game a bit.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been 5, but I still think Burnley would have come out with a win, whether they had 11 men or not.
Definitely. You said in the last video, you said that this is the week that Burnley has to kick on.
Yeah.
And they have done more than that, mate.
Yeah.
5-0.
5-0, yeah. Great result for them. I mean, obviously, it's a shame you can't get more points for goals in games, and it's still 3 points.
There's
At
no
the end of the
bonus
day, you
points.
don't get any bonus points, so they have to keep doing it again. But 5-0 was a massive confidence builder.
Massive.
And to not concede as well, which
Massive.
they've had real trouble doing this
Massive.
season.
Massive.
First win, out the way, company off and rolling. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with Burnley.
Let's see.
But yeah, next fixture, Brentford against Luton.
Yes.
Now, I said 3-1 for this game. Did you remember what you said for that game?
I think I said 2-1. I can't remember though. I'm sure it was 2-1 though.
Well, I've got it absolutely bang on.
There you go, mate.
Correct score, 3-1
I know I didn't
Brentford.
get the right score.
We kind of thought it would be a bit of a dominant performance from Brentford. Luton can put up a bit of a fight back every now and then. But Brentford just had too much quality, too much of a structure and shape and an understanding of what they wanted to do and how to achieve it.
Definitely.
So, yeah, I think we kind of saw that one coming.
Definitely.
I saw it coming exactly right.
Yeah, correct score, everything, mate.
So I'll take it. Brilliant. 3-1 Brentford. Well done to them. Anything else to add for that? Brentford, Luton?
No, it was just a good win for them. We were saying that they needed to sort of give their home fans something. I didn't think Luton were going to amount any sort of challenge.
Yeah.
At least they scored a goal. It's not easy to score at Brentford Stadium, so fair play. There's not much to say about that one apart from well done to Brentford. 3 points.
Yeah, I think it's an established Premier League team against a at-risk Premier League team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So no surprise with this result at all for me. So yeah, Brentford keep going on, mate.
That's it.
Next game we've got here, Arsenal Wolves.
Yeah.
And this is another game where I've correctly predicted it bang on. 2-1 Arsenal.
Yeah, mate. I said 3-1, I think. I was close to going 2-1 because I did think it would be tricky if Wolves did turn up like they have against other teams. I mean, the first 15 minutes, it looked like it was going to be 7-0 to us.
Yeah.
But then we kind of just went off them, really. We got comfortable. They grabbed a goal. Not like super late, but there was enough time for them to grab an equaliser or do something. And they were getting close. They just weren't clinical enough to actually get
Exactly.
get
And the
a
second
draw.
half, I mean, it looked like it was going to be an Arsenal not putting a team away early and then making it hard for themselves and conceding an 86-minute consolation goal. But then, you got a lot of time in there. What did the game go up to in the end? 10 minutes of added time?
Yeah, it was a lot of added time.
So, anything could have happened in that added time. And it's from what I was hearing, it was all Wolves in that time as well. It was kind of backed against the wall. Just trying to see out the result,
100%.
which you have to do, unfortunately, sometimes. And it happens in these games, no matter if you're a big team or a smaller team in the Premier League, you are going to have phases where you have a good 10-15 minutes where you've got the other team on the ropes.
Yeah, 100%.
It does happen, you can have
Definitely
momentum swings.
Not everyone in the Premier League is like as bad as the bottom 3 are this year. Wolves are still a decent team, but before we move on, I don't think it's any coincidence that Kai Havertz has come on and Ben White has come on and we've conceded
within
about 8 minutes. Yeah. So I don't think that's any type of coincidence. It tells you how rubbish they are.
Yeah. Well, I've seen with them changes with Jesus, Martinelli, Tomiyasu coming off. You're taking out a killer instinct in the attack straight away.
Yeah.
You're bringing on Havertz, no killer instinct there whatsoever. He's not going to go at players and really be that much of a threat.
No,
and Ketia, more so, he would be doing that. He would get around players and stuff like that and keeps good energy throughout games. But Ben White, again...
When he come on for Tomiyasu, I was crying because Tomiyasu went off. I'm thinking we're going to have to play Ben White.
That was injury as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it could be...
Yeah, it's quite bad.
It's a bit of a worry with that, with Tomiyasu. He's a good player. He can play left back, right back. I'm sure he could play centre back if they wanted him to, if they needed him to.
Nah, he is good.
But yeah, good result in the end from Arsenal. Again, we say this every week with Arsenal. You just have to win. Like, you've played good football for like 2 decades, for however many it is, 3-4 decades, whatever it is. You just have to win now.
Yep.
It's just about actually getting your hands on a title or whatever is the actual end goal.
100%.
But yeah, they'll enjoy that. 2 goals in 15 minutes, and then you've just the game just shut up. That's what happens in football all the time. I don't know what it is. Teams don't want to just beat up other teams, basically. Yeah. But yeah, moving on. Forest Everton. This is the first one where I believe I've got the wrong result. Well, we both did actually.
I've got those wrong.
I said 2-1, you said 2-2. It ended up with a 1-0 win from Everton. Could have ended up being a draw very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Could have easily been a more dominant Everton victory.
Definitely.
But again, these games are 50-50, coin toss, heads or tails. Just pick anything. It's not really like, there's nothing set in stone with these type of games. But Everton will be happy to get that win coming after the kind of disappointing performance at home against Man United.
Definitely. Especially with the form that Forest are in. They might not be picking up loads of points, but they're still showing teams that they can still score against.
They're dangerous,
them.
exactly.
Yeah, they're definitely dangerous.
They haven't scored at home.
That's
against Everton.
Yeah, it's not bad from Everton, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
They'll take that 100%. They need to take everything they get at a minute. Both of us wrong on that occasion, unfortunately.
Yes.
Everton coming away with a 1-0 win. So we'll see again. The weeks that we don't back Everton, it always just happens.
Yeah, mate. Always happens.
And I'm probably going to do the same thing next week. Same thing.
Yeah.
But I just can't trust them, to be honest with you. So it is what it is.
Nah, I can't trust them.
Next game we had here was Newcastle Man United. That was the 8 o'clock, wasn't it? Yeah, Forest Everton was the 5:30. Newcastle Man United was 8 o'clock.
Late kickoff.
At St James's Park, we both went with a Newcastle win.
Mm-hmm.
I said 3-1, you said 2-1. Thought it'd be a bit of a closer game, which it turned out to be in scoreline wise, but not really as such in performance wise.
Nah. There's a big difference.
I mean, Newcastle were pretty much all over United and could have had a few in the first half. And then, like Newcastle do, they don't take these chances in these types of games. Don't kill teams off. Give teams a chance to get back into the game.
Yeah.
Obviously, Gordon's come up and got the winner in the end. But even still, after that, United looked like they could score a goal. 55 minutes, Gordon got the goal, so 10 minutes after half time.
Yeah.
And then they kind of did that thing what they normally do. They give teams this chance to get back into games and give up chances. They've managed to come away with a win this time.
Luckily.
But it's United away from home, who have 8 wins and 6 losses.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're not drawing games.
No.
So this 1-1, that was never going to be in the question. They were either going to win or lose this game. It was as simple as that.
That's it.
And I don't think many people would have thought that they would win the game, to be honest.
I didn't. I was not one of them.
And performance-wise, it showed in the end. Which, that's United. They ain't seeing out results. They're not coming back and scraping draws. They are coming back and scraping wins, to be fair. But in games when they're not winning and they should, where it's a bit difficult, it's not a Brentford at home or stuff like that.
Yeah.
They play like Newcastle. Maybe can you nick a 1-1 draw here? It's a difficult game. We haven't played well.
Yeah.
Newcastle at home are like massively
they're a hard team to beat.
On a run, and can we nick something from this game? But they're not in that mindset at the minute. It's either they get battered, they lose, they just get outplayed, or they actually turn up with a few moments or win the game well, like last week at Everton.
Yeah, done well.
Straight. But Everton, always seem to lay down against United. So you'll put asterisks against that result, to be honest with you.
No, Newcastle, they just done well, mate. Just another win.
Yeah.
That's it. They beat us, they beat United.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing well, mate, against top 6.
Yeah. Beat Chelsea last week.
Yeah.
Beat United this week. This is different times for Newcastle fans. Completely.
They must be
You would not be expecting these type of results at all.
No.
A win, back-to-back wins, United and Chelsea.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah.
Mad.
They're on the up, and it's not going to slow down anytime soon, I don't think.
I don't think so.
The only thing disappointing, I guess, is the Champions League stuff, but it's your first season back in.
You have to get used to it, man.
Exactly.
It's hard to play those teams, especially the group they got. Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, it's a lot of games, a lot of extra games they're playing now compared to last year. So all this stuff makes a difference with injuries and thinning a squad, etc., etc.
Definitely.
But Premier League, they've got no problems at all. It seems at the minute, really.
No.
Consistent as anything, especially at home.
Even with the injuries.
Exactly. I mean, they're playing 17-year-old Miley in back-to-back Premier League games,
and he's playing well as well.
And they've won. So you don't have to focus on if he hasn't performed too well. It doesn't get
it won't get spoken about
because they win the game. So yeah, good for them. Brilliant for Newcastle.
Great result.
Long may it continue. I just want them to actually
take points off City as well.
Take points off everyone else. Yeah. But yeah, we both got that correct result-wise, not correct score, obviously.
No.
But yeah, could have been any of our scores that we put in there. To be honest with you,
could have been definitely
1-0 kind of flatters United. But anyway, moving on, the Sunday fixtures. One of the first 2:00 kickoffs on Sunday. West Ham against Palace.
West Ham.
We did think we both thought there would be some goals in this game. I said 3-2, and you said 3-1. In the end, it was 1-1. London derby. I guess I don't know. It was kind of difficult for both teams to find too many chances in behind each other and take advantage of them as well. Kudus is someone who's been playing really well lately. Gets another goal, but yeah, both teams have these type of games in them where they've got a lot of quality. They can be dangerous against teams, but they just, I don't know. They have like troughs and yeah, it's a bit.
None of them look like winning the game. Yeah. Like they had fits and starts.
That's it. Yeah.
They should have scored more goals. Like if it was actually going off their chances in terms of like how many attacks they had. There's not too many dangerous ones. They were just more so like trying to get behind them, but they couldn't get behind.
It was possession without a real purpose. To what they and
they were just playing in front of each other.
Exactly, yeah.
And then they had a few shots here and there, and then the one time Kudus did get him, goalie should have saved it.
Yeah. Well,
so there's been loads of results like this in the Prem where you think there'll be loads of goals and it ends up 0-0 or 1-1 just because they both just content with playing in front of each other.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. There wasn't really too many risk-taking going on in this game from either team. I don't think it's a particularly bad result for either team as well, to be quite honest. Obviously, West Ham will be a bit more disappointed being at home. And I believe they're higher league position as well.
Oh, they're a better team anyway in general.
Yeah, but even still...
they're not that far away in the league.
Yeah, and West Ham are 24 for 24 goals and against. Goals for and goals against.
Tells you everything you need to know, mate.
Exactly. These games happen all the time with them, basically. But yeah, both got the result wrong. I went for a West Ham win. You went for a West Ham win as well. But yeah, disappointing draw.
Definitely for the Hammers.
We'll come to the last game. Last game of the week. Manchester City against Tottenham.
We are nowhere near there yet, mate. We have to go back to Bournemouth and Aston Villa.
Wait, what?
We have to go back to Bournemouth and Aston Villa.
Where did I get to?
Because you went down to West Ham.
Palace. Wait.
There you go.
Oh, it's because I'm looking at this and then...
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm confusing myself.
So you can go Liverpool next.
Wow.
Skipped 3 games there, mate.
Okay, all right. Wait, I'm on the right thing now. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Liverpool against Fulham is the next game.
Yeah.
We've still got 3 games after this game. So I said 3-1. You said 5-1.
I thought there would be a lot of goals in this, but
we thought it would be a bit more of a dominant performance, which it was in a way. But every time Fulham came forward, they looked like they could score, and they pretty much did as well.
Yeah, it was dangerous.
They were clinical in the times that they got forward, and all of a sudden it was 3-2 in the 82nd minute or something. I'm thinking, how has this happened? How has this happened? How are we we've had so many chances again? Darwin Núñez misses too much every week. I'm afraid.
Darwin Núñez is not your striker.
You can't start him. I don't think he has to come on in games and after cause a bit of chaos when the defenders are a bit tired, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Starting games, he just doesn't seem to have the... I don't know. It's like he can't concentrate for 90 minutes. That's one of them things. He just can't stay switched on and just take his time with things. Everything is 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's
just,
There's no
a
soft touch about him. There's nothing about him is like that. He's heavy-handed, the geezer, heavy-footed. If that's a thing. Yeah. just smashing everything that moves without any sort of understanding of where that ball's going to end up.
Literally.
Could end up in his own goal. That's how hard he hits it.
Maybe I should use the inside of my foot for this one because I'm on the right side of the
swing a
keeper.
boot.
And there's nothing like that at all. It's just straight power, trying to break the back of the net. And more often than not, he nearly breaks the crossbar. Because he just,
Or a Liverpool fan's face behind the goal.
Basically, yeah. But yeah, disappointing performance all round. And we scored 4 goals, 4 great goals, to be fair.
And none of that is going to be picked up because it was against Fulham.
Yes.
And you've nearly lost at Anfield.
Yeah.
So no one's even going to talk about how great McAllister's goal was or any of the other goals. They're just going to be like, oh, you lot were close to drawing against Fulham.
We were it come out of nowhere as well. I mean, you bring on Endo and everyone's like, what's going on here? What have you brought? We're losing.
Defensive midfielder.
And then Endo goes and scores a worldie at the edge of the area.
There you go.
And then Trent obviously popping up again with another goal. That's 2-2 for him.
Trent, yeah.
Another important goal, bringing us out of the fire from a defeat against Man City and a potential draw.
Scored 2 in this game as well. Scored a free kick. It didn't count.
Hit off the crossbar, hit off Leno.
Did they give it an own goal? That's so deep, man. That was a great
Unfortunately.
That was a great free kick.
Yeah.
I can't believe they didn't give that to him. That's a joke.
Yeah. But we've got to pick it up because it's not good enough. Defensively, we're just so easy to score against. And if we're playing teams like yourselves, like City...
Top 6 is...
Yeah. And
that
we played City
performance...
last week, but it was lacklustre from both sides.
Yes.
But, yeah. And I don't know if it's just these type of games where we kind of lose concentration a bit and we're too in control, but it was 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2. And then they went 3-2.
Yeah.
And then we had to bring it back 3-3, 4-3. Like, it was just too hectic, even though it looked... I don't know how it was hectic when it looked like we had so much control of the game.
Yeah, it's because they were getting in. I don't know how they were getting in on the wings so easy.
Yeah.
Just like 2 passes and they were like scoring.
Yeah, Kelleher had a bit of a mare with a couple of the goals, but again, it happens. It does happen. But we'll be buzzing to come away with a win from this because it was looking bleak.
Yeah, it was.
100%.
But then, if Alisson's in goal, is that 4-1 or 4-0 even?
Possibly.
Did they
I
even
mean,
score?
because they're odd goals as well.
That's what I mean.
Pretty odd goals. The Tete one is a bit of a weird one, like
Wilson one
connection-wise.
should have saved.
Yeah, but again, it's all happening pretty quick and.
It is.
Like, the defenders are not dealing with it. It's like our defenders just can ball watch all game, pretty much. There's no real, he's just played a pass past me, so he's probably going to run past me and expect the ball back. There's no, like, tracking back, like, it's got past me, okay, that's someone else's problem.
Yeah,
he's gone out of my
zones.
zone.
Yeah, he just marked zones.
He's not in my zone anymore. I'm going to leave him, do what he wants.
Weird.
And that just creates havoc in the box a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, lucky to come away with a win. Where we looked like we weren't going to come away with anything in that game.
That's all that matters, though. 3 points, mate. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
You've got the 3 points.
So less spoken about this game, the better, I think. Both of us wrong for the correct score, but result, somehow, luckily, we got right.
Came back.
Moving on. Chelsea against Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
A game we both thought would be a draw. You said 2-2, I said 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up 3-2. So very close for you as well.
Very close.
Chelsea had the red card in the first half.
Yeah.
Conor Gallagher. I think they were 2-1 up at half time. And then Gallagher goes and gets himself sent off.
Silly tackles.
Loads of cards in this game.
Silly tackles.
But yes, 2 dumb tackles, yeah. And it's easy. Easy yellow card for the first one. Easy yellow card for the second one. It's not even an argument. There's some good goals in that game as well. Was it Bonaventura? Is that his name?
Yeah, there was a few good goals in there.
Buonanotte. Yeah, very good goal. I think he might. Was it him that scored a worldie against Chelsea last year, or
could have been?
It was someone else maybe. But yeah, Brighton again. Unlucky not to kind of. They'll be disappointed not to get at least a draw from this game. I mean, Chelsea go down to 10 men, and then at 2-1, and then Chelsea go and get a third anyway. Enzo gets a pen, foul by James Milner on Mudryk. And yeah, that kind of just kills your confidence a lot, I'd imagine.
3-1 away.
You're thinking 2-1, we've got 45 minutes to get 1 goal, really. And it will be a decent result to get a draw away at Chelsea, even though they went down to 10 men.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, and they've got a consolation 2 minutes after 90 minutes.
Not enough.
And it's not enough. Even though, again, additional time 10 minutes.
Yeah. Still, if they would have scored an earlier goal, even if Enzo does score that goal, if you score that second goal immediately after he scores the pen, then you give yourself way more of a chance to stick the pressure. With 10 men as well, they're going to get tired in the last 10 minutes.
And they do go into themselves. Like, teams always do this. They're under, but again, it's momentum, I guess.
Yeah, it's momentum.
You can feel it switching, and teams start to just go further and further into their own box and just try and see a game out where you're just like, you've been dominating it. Why are you now trying to be defensive?
It's probably because of the fact that they're tired for playing all that time with 10 men. Because that's an early red card to get, man.
Yeah.
First half red card.
45 minutes,
That's long. And these extra times are not 2 minutes anymore. You're playing like 8 minutes and another 10 minutes in the second half. It's long. Yeah, it's a long old game now. So.
Well, there was like 14 minutes at least from that. Than this game.
That's what I mean. It's mad. It's mad. And Brighton, they should have done more, man. They'll be disappointed with that. Definitely not getting a draw.
I think, definitely. Chelsea buzzing, good result. You've gone down to 10 men and fair play. You've showed the bottle and the courage to even go to 3-1 up, to still be attacking, obviously, in attacking positions to get a penalty.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to be still trying to go for the game. And then it's just, that happens. You're 3-1 up, you kind of do coast a bit in the game, I suppose, even with 10 men, and then they get a goal in like the last couple of minutes of added time or whatever. And it's a bit nervy, obviously. But they'll be buzzing.
Buzzing, that's a great result. 10 men.
I have to give props to Chelsea because they haven't shown that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? They haven't shown that kind of...
resilience?
Yeah, they haven't. Yeah, exactly. Still resilience.
No, they haven't had that this year.
To see out games like that in difficult circumstances.
Not at all.
City game again, kind of a one-off, but this is a good one. This is a very good result, I think, from Chelsea.
This is very good, and we have been saying it against decent teams. Chelsea turn up, and for me, Brighton are a decent team.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
They've done well against them again with 10 men for like nearly 60 minutes basically.
Wow, yeah, with the added time. Yeah, exactly.
Mad.
Yeah.
About 60 minutes, mate.
For 10 men, fair play to Chelsea.
Yeah,
fair play.
Well done, lads. I'll give you that one.
You've proved us wrong for that week, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on. Bournemouth against Aston Villa. This was a game where I thought Bournemouth would actually cause a bit of a shock, an upset, and said 2-1.
Oh, mate.
And you said Villa 3-1.
Oh, I should have done
that. I was so disappointed that this didn't actually come through in the end. Because that would have been 3 correct scores in the week. And it nearly was. It was just a great header in the end from Ollie Watkins.
2-1 for ages, mate.
For ages. 52nd minute it was 2-1.
Yeah.
And then Ollie Watkins pops up with a header out of nowhere. Great header.
Yeah.
To level the game. And again, this is like Bournemouth are going to be like just so deflated.
No, but I can't lie. In the form that Villa are in and the way they're playing teams, like even in around the top 6, that point is going to be massive. Obviously, Bournemouth are not going down or anything. No. But it's a good result, though.
No, but I'm saying they'll be disappointed that this was the situation for so long anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Villa. I'm saying Bournemouth are they've got to be just so disheartened.
Oh, they will.
They should be proud, but disheartened again because that's a big 3 points beating Villa if you can hold on for the next few minutes. Massive 3 points. Villa are in very good form, and again we've said away from home they've been a bit iffy. Their home form is brilliant. Away form is hit and miss, and this is kind of another one of them games. But they'll come away with the draw in the end, and they'll be happy with that. After the situation, what it was. At the start of the game, they wouldn't be happy with it, but whilst
they've done well. Yeah, they've done well.
You understand that it wasn't as easy as they probably would have expected. But Bournemouth are a good team. Bournemouth are a very good team. They play decent football. They'll be safe, I think, for this year.
Yeah, they're not going down.
So it's just how they progress and kick on for next year, really.
Yeah, they're not going down.
Should they stay in the league? I'm saying it pretty early, but I think we're pretty confident on who we think is getting relegated this year anyway.
Yeah, I think so. Everton, Luton, that's the...
Sheffield United, Burnley, Luton. That's my 3. That's what
I think Everton will make it hard for themselves because they're not the greatest club in the Prem, but I think they should get out of it.
But if you look at it in the table, they've got 5 wins, where that's the same as Brentford, Chelsea. You know what I mean?
Who?
Everton.
Yeah.
So they're losing games.
Points, isn't it?
They are losing games, and obviously the points deduction. Yeah. But they've got wins up there with 10th and 11th place.
Yeah, they've got a lot more wins.
So they're in. It doesn't look great, obviously, because of the deduction, but they're getting the results every now and then. A bit like United in a way, losing them just win. They've drawn 2 games. But yeah.
Yeah, Everton should be fine.
I think so as well.
Everton
but we'll
should
see.
be fine.
We'll see. Now we're on to the last game.
Now
we got there. We got there eventually.
Came full circle there. Tried to skip some games, mate.
Some games.
Where you're looking is the right place. You just have to go further, mate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, this is fine anyway. I can just go off this, to be fair. I said 4-2. You said 3-1.
Yes.
So you got the amount of goals that City would score correct, but not Tottenham.
No. And you got the amount of goals in the game correct.
Yeah. Just the wrong way around, yeah.
Just
6-goal thriller.
6-goal thriller.
I said 4-2. It was 3-3. And we were watching a game. We was watching the game closely, hoping, just praying for anything there, for any sign of Spurs doing well. And it started brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Goal in the first 5-6 minutes, I think, from Son. And you're thinking, all right. That's a start. Yeah. But that always awakens City anyway, that type of thing. So you always knew that they were going to score at home. And it only took 2 or 3 minutes later and Son scores an own goal.
Yeah.
Which is just kind of just the way the game goes sometimes, that you're a hero 1 minute and a zero the next.
That's fun.
And then City started to really take a hold of the game. Haaland had 2 big chances, which they could have went in 3-4-1 at halftime, I felt.
Mm-hmm.
They did get the goal in the end. Foden, I believe it was, wasn't it? Brilliant goal, too easy to play through though. But class finish in the end from Foden. And yeah, you just thought 2-1, they'll take that. With the chances that Haaland's had on a normal day, that is 4-1.
Yeah, basically.
And you're kind of like, all right, let's just try and get out of this with our pride still intact.
Basically,
you know what I mean?
That's the way it was looking for Tottenham.
Exactly. And then 2-1 you'll take, going in 2-1 at half time. They come out, get the equaliser. Brilliant again, out of nowhere, because City just dominant.
Yeah.
But we've seen time and time again that City do switch off in games.
They do switch off.
And concede goals out of nothing after just dominating the game for pretty much the whole thing.
Great finish though.
Exactly.
From Lo
Celso. That's the thing.
Picked up the ball, went direct, moved sideways instead of actually trying to get into a City defender, and then just let the shot go.
Yeah, you need to have a moments of luck or moments of brilliance in these games against City. And there was a couple of them there. So
definitely.
Especially Lo Celso, great finish. Yeah. Keeper not really stopping it. Edison does get close, but he makes the finish
look... so close, yeah.
He makes the finish look even better.
Yeah, because he had to get a touch on it, and then he still went in.
And then he sticks it off the post and in, and it looks a lot better.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
And then we're watching it like, all right, this is all right. Spurs are doing okay here. 2-2, we're fine.
All right.
And then again, silly Yves Bissouma. Oh, outrageous. I was screaming at the telly just thinking, that is just so disappointing.
You've done so well. Rodri.
He's done so well. I think he's like kind of taken about 2 or 3 players out of the game just before that with his ball control. Mm-hmm. And then you're just like, play a pass or just
get rid of it.
Get away from where you are.
Yeah.
Tries to get play through Rodri like thinks he's Patrick Vieira or Ronaldinho playing CDM.
I don't know what he was
Rodri's having none of it, steals the ball back, plays it at Haaland. Haaland drags it back to the edge of the box, which is one of the goals I said would happen, I think.
Jack Grealish.
Getting the ball pulled back to the penalty spot, basically, and then basically an open goal.
It nearly happened again in the first half if they had a better finish as well. There was a few of them.
Yep. But it was just time and time again, and Gary Neville was picking up on it as well, where the fullbacks, especially Porro, he was just not engaging. He wasn't going out to Doku.
No.
He was just letting him come into the box, which is a dangerous game you're playing with Doku there. Because he has got quick feet, he is very strong, good centre of gravity. So you can give away penalties in them situations when you're too back foot.
100%.
Sometimes you need to go out and meet him there.
But I think what Ange has probably told that Geese in the first half is, Geese, please don't get carded. Yeah. Second half, if you need to get one, get one. Yeah. Because then as soon as Jack Grealish came on, he pressed him and kicked his leg and got a yellow.
It's true.
So I reckon Ange just said to him, Geese, please, man.
Yeah.
If you're going to kick someone, do it in the second half, innit? Because then I can still take you off.
It's true.
But against Doku, if he's gone in to meet him, he's going to get sent off.
And then you've got Grealish coming on. You're definitely getting a yellow against Grealish.
And he knows Udogie's going to get a yellow. He's not even telling him not to challenge, because he's like, even if I tell him, he's going to be a donut.
He does that anyway. He doesn't care, really.
Persistent fouling was the reason of his yellow card.
But I like Udogie, to be honest.
So do I.
I think he's really good.
So do I.
I don't mind the yellow cards every now and then. You have to you're not just gonna let Foden receive the ball all the time and be able to just have a moment and turn and come inside you and do whatever he wants. This has not happened with me today.
Sometimes.
I'm putting in a late tackle because, listen, you're having too much joy here. I can't accept this.
Yeah.
And you have to be like that in these games against City. Otherwise, you just get rolled over, man. People just give them too much respect.
Yeah.
Let them do what they want to do. And then the game's 6-0. Yeah. And then you're like, I've embarrassed myself there. I don't even think I've put a hard tackling on anyone.
100%. But then City will be beating you 4-0. And they will get the ball back like dogs.
Oh yeah,
but you're not trying to get the ball back off them.
Exactly.
So there's no respect that City show anyone. So you have to do exactly what they do to you.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't be giving them respect when they're chasing you like dogs.
Yeah.
And they're beating you 4-0.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man.
They want to destroy you. They want to make it even worse.
Yeah.
It's already 4-0.
They know goal difference is important.
Yeah, exactly.
They want a league off it, mate.
Yeah.
Goal difference is really important.
But again, high scoring game. Yeah. Very good game of football. I really enjoyed it, to be honest with you, even though it was City kind of lethargic at times, just keeping possession, and the game kind of petered out a bit at times. Mm-hmm. But when it was turning on and when the goals were going in, there was some high quality in that game.
There was. Do you know what I was surprised by? And I'll hold my hands up. Højbjerg actually done all right. Yeah. Like, he was actually breaking up the play, giving out the balls, doing little 1-2s with Porro, and getting them out of trouble. Normally, he would stick them into trouble. There's probably a few times I watched where he did give the ball away, but not in such a bad position. No. Not like the position Basuma gave it away, where City have got 4 on you, and it's just,
fair play to Spurs for coming back from that, because it's like the 83rd or I can't remember, 83rd or 4th, I think, Grealish scored. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, we've done so well to get this game back to 2-2. After we're being dominated really in and out of possession. And then there's just stupid, your own mistakes that you've stuck yourself into that position, silly decision making, and then that's what happens against City. You get punished.
100%.
But they've brought themselves out of the fire.
They've done well, man.
Kulusevski, brilliant header.
What header?
Brilliant header. I have to give him his props for that.
Yeah, what header.
Again, it's another thing that you don't really see too often in football nowadays. I mean, a big, strong, powerful header going in with that post.
Leaping over the geezer,
Leaving the keeper no chance. Crossbar and in. It's like,
he just looked at it like that.
Yeah,
He's just watching it.
Yeah. Give him no chance.
But do you know what? Fair play to Spurs. Everyone said you can't play Ange ball the same way they did. Listen, they were playing the ball at the back with Haaland chasing their keeper, and they were still playing the ball around them. Yeah. So they're obviously doing something right in training it, because I cannot remember a Tottenham team that could pass like this. They can pass this ball. Yeah. And fair play, they've done it at Etihad now.
Yeah.
And not lost.
Not lost.
That's a
great
big
result.
statement,
I mean, we did say that they do have some good results against City.
They do.
There always does seem to be a bit of Pep's bogey team there. Mm-hmm. I don't know for what reason, but we'll take it. We don't mind. And both teams taking points off each other. No one actually getting a win. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant result for the rest of the teams in the Prem.
That's perfect.
But yeah, I think that's just about sums it up.
Yeah, mate. Sums up everything.
Do you want to run through quickly, say what we got correct and whatnot?
Can if you want.
Yeah. So Burnley, Sheffield United, I said 2-1, you said 1-1. So it's a point for me. Result. Brentford, Luton, we both said Brentford, so 1 point each. Arsenal, Wolves.
No, you got that one correct score, mate.
Oh yeah, 3 points, yeah.
Yeah, mate. You got 4, I got 1.
You're on 1. Arsenal, Wolves, I got correct score again, so I'm on 6. And you're on 2.
No, you're on 7, because you got the first one right as well.
7.
Yeah, and I'm on 2.
I'm on 7, I'm on 2. Yeah. Forest, Everton, nothing for either of us.
Still 7-2.
Newcastle, Man United, it was 1-0. We was
both a point.
Yep, both result.
8-3.
West Ham, Palace, both wrong.
Both wrong.
It was a draw. Liverpool, Fulham, both 1 point for the result.
9-4.
Chelsea, Brighton, both wrong. We said draw.
Both said draw.
Bournemouth, Villa. We both went either sides. You said Villa, I said Bournemouth, and it was a draw.
Yeah. Still 9-4.
And then City, Spurs. We both said City, and it was a draw.
A draw, 9-4, mate.
9-4.
That's it. You beat me again. Week, 2 correct scores. They're big. When you get correct scores, they create a gap. Create a big gap, mate.
Yeah.
Big gap.
Yes, I think that just about sums it up.
It does. It definitely does.
Thank you again for watching, wherever you're tuning in from. We hope you're staying safe, keeping warm. Obviously, that applies to people that live in cold weathers like London. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching again. We'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure hosting you. Have a great rest of your day and see you all again soon.